I used to love watching Western movies, especially Hollywood movies, and I watched a lot of Second World War movies. And uh, because of the military school, I got a lot of exposure of USA because a lot of our ex-cadets came to USA and they were studying. So once in a while, we used to get those ex-cadets coming to our school and talk about their experience. We used to host them for a lunch or for a dinner, and they used to come and tell, oh, right now I'm studying computer science, went to university. You should come to this, after you, if you don't go to military, which you are supposed to go. But if you don't go, then you can come and come to USA, blah blah. But they used to give a very detailed description. So we started dreaming that, wow, after graduation from high school, if you go to USA, this kind of nice university, they used to give us some picture, this and that. So it started then that there's an opportunity. Maybe one day, if I get a student visa, I can go to USA and study in and get the best university education in the world. So we talked about that, but then I thought, well, but my first dream is to go to Air Force and be a pilot. But this dream of going to USA, it was always there, side by side, being a of a dream of being a pilot. So so those ex-cadets, gave some exposure, watching Hollywood movies, especially the Western movies. Clint Eastwood was one of my favorite actor. Chuck Norris was my favorite actor as well. So I watched a lot of Hollywood movies, and that thing also inspired me that there's a great country in the world, and there's so many things to do and so many things to see in that country, and it's not easy to go to that country. Visa is not easy process. You have to be a good student, then you have to have a lot of money to go and study. And do I really want to spend that much of money from my dad's pocket and go and do that? Oh, let's go for the Air Force first. Let's see how it happens. But that dream was always there, to come and get a education in the U.S. and also explore the American dream. And those ex-cadets, they really inspired. And I had some close senior friends when I was in high school. I used to write to them, and they were in Minnesota, they were in Dallas, they were in New York, and studying computer science. So they encouraged me that you should come, instead of going to military. Forget about your dream of Air Force. Come to USA and learn computer science. That will be the 21st century's best subject. So I thought, well, let's see how the first dream goes. I was trying actually side by side after I graduated from high school. I was going to American Cultural Center in Dhaka, and I was going through all the universities named, seeing the weather, the student, the faculty, the tuition fees, did a lot of research, and then found out a lot of university, which I can afford in terms of tuition fee, in terms of weather. I was avoiding all the university in the north and east because of the snow and cold weather. I was mainly choosing universities in like Midwest and South and also West. And at the same time, I was preparing myself for the Air Force, exams. And I said, whichever comes first, I'll go with that. So then the Air Force love letter came first, and I also applied university in Minnesota. I applied for university in Oklahoma, a couple of university in Florida and Alabama, and I got response from them. And I said, okay. I took an English test as well, TOEFL test, and I said, okay, both are running side by side, whichever comes first. And then the Air Force came first, and went to Air Force.